ST.
You fucking win.
Florida ST look, they're one of my home games.
You good, nigga? Yo.
Is he on pano mode? Pano brain activated.
God damn, this nigga got the brain of a pencil box.
Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Washington Huskies and the Florida State Seminoles. Rhys Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down the sideline. Holly?
Hey guys, I caught up with the Huskies head coach before the game. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, it's Chroma. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Stoneburner. Out wide left, it's Chroma. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to get it through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. And he goes out of bounds.
Good play, nigga. Let's go.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Relying on that running game.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Right side, it's Washington. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quick completion to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. Come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air, it's Stoneburner. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. In the backfield, it's Croma. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver.
Snags it, and there's running room. Inside the 30. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
Looking downfield, it's Stoneburner. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now remember, they were stopped on 4th down earlier in the first quarter, but they'll try it again. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Iamaleava just missed on the connection, incomplete. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. Out wide right, it's Napier. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. We reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Right side, it's Washington. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There was just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make any of the pass.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now Iamaleava unloads to the right. It's caught downfield.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The run inside. It's Washington. On the move at the 30. He'll be dropped.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable, try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead.
Did it just start right now? I'm off fly.
You want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Stoneburner. Out wide right, it's Chroma. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
But no, did it just start raining type shit? I'm fried.
And the Knowles can really attack on this second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Chroma. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Left side is Chroma. They'll keep this drive. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They'll need a bunch on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Rush is on. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Snapped on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just
This nigga coach would have been walked the fuck out of here in real life.
Spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Throwing, Imaliava. Out wide left, it's Washington. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He's got it on the right. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right. Makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Throwing right. Makes a connection. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Washington. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the touchdown. Huskies put 6 on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Stoneburner. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
For even giving
you can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Fresh set of downs going up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. He puts him in business across the 50 and 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Drops back on 1st down. Throws it deep. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown Seminoles. A great catch and run for 6.
That's
exactly switch my play. What the fuck?
Touchdown here, and I know it's taken a
That's
while. They hadn't had a lot of
the only
success
shit this bum ass nigga go get on me.
They finally were able to punch punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Clark. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Washington. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Handoff again. He's finally stopped by the defense, makes up some of that ground they lost, but it'll still be third down and the clock's running. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and
Man, I'm so pissed I gave up that man. So they switched my shit to cover 2.
Studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at Louisiana, taking on the number 16 team, the Kennesaw State Owls.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. Deafening noise, here's Iamaleava. Doesn't get it there.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Using that quick hitter, put it right on him to be able to convert that 4th down.
Yeah, and I think 4th and short, you go to plays you know you can run in your sleep, you know you're good at executing them, and you know you got a receiver that can win right now. And he wins inside, easily gets the first down, and moves the sticks.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Got him quickly. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And how nice is it to have...
That's fucking crazy. That's 6.
Absolutely bananas. Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call of getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Fires quickly.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Reels it in. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Lets it fly. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They finally get him stopped. So dangerous after the catch, but this defense might get a little help from the officials here.
These niggas wild.
They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. Iamaleava fires to the right. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting there, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Left side, it's Johnson. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Wants to throw it. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Right side, it's Napier. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Downs was the difference maker.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Stoneburner. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under pressure. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty.
Hanno Green again.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He uncorks one deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Throwing, Iamaleava. Out wide right, it's Washington.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Gain of 20. That's a first down for the offense.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Iamaleava to the air again. Stepping to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Finds his man.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage, they've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. He's changing the play. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Looking to throw, it's Stoneburner. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes...
Caught, and he's got room. 7-yard pickup on that one. Third down and 3 coming.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Second and long here. Looking to pass. It's Stoneburner. Turns it upfield. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right side, it's Chroma. A pickup of 8 on the play, enough to move the sticks and set them up with a first down after the 2-minute timeout. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Shoots it to the left and wings it incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw again. Trying to barrel in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Long way to go on second down. Iamaleava. Out wide right, it's Washington. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Brought down near the 18-yard line. And first down for the offense.
And the Huskies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Now from inside the red zone. And he gets it away.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. FSU calling its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. He caught it. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
And I'm not surprised, man. They go to the bullpen, bring me the closer in. Like, he's their star. This whole thing is built around him. Late in the game, you need a play. Palmer, you go to your guy. You give him the football, let him make a play, and he does it right there.
Well, he's just got so much confidence. He knows with the tools he has that he's one of the best in the game. And so in that kind of moment, you want the football. You want to be in charge. You want to be the guy that closes this thing out. No surprise, making a great decision, accurate throw, ball game.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Throwing, Iamaleava. Touchdown, Huskies. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. To throw, it's Stoneburner. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Firing for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard.
Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on fourth down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Florida State. Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team doing its job, and that's going to do it for this one.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here's a give to Washington. And he's brought down after a short gain.